Mic test 1, 2, 3. Okay, goods. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. For the past year, I've been wanting to do like fulfilling things, self improvement. So I've been working on that while doing other stuff like school and work. So I made a list of all the things that I've been doing to make myself happier. And it might not work for you, but it does for me, and I'm going to share it anyways. Things that make me a little bit happier. That's the thumbnail. Okay, so first one are notes. So I have this really bad habit, getting this burst of motivation right when I'm about to sleep. So I'll remember all of the stuff that I've wanted to do throughout the day by the time that I'm about to sleep. So I try to remember all of them so that for the following day or in the morning, I'll be able to remember all of them and hopefully maybe do them. But as you guys can imagine, it doesn't really work out that way every time. So what I've started to do to note everything that I want to do that is possible for the next day. So all throughout the day, I have my notepad here. Not notepad, but sticky notes. Yeah, they're transparent because they're cool. I take down notes on the things that I want to work on for the following day that I can't do currently on that day. I note all of them and then I put them on my monitor, on the top of my monitor before I go to sleep. This works for me because most of my time that I spend all throughout my day when I'm at home is on my PC. So whenever I'm on my PC, there's this constant reminder that, hey yo, you told yourself to do all of this, you better start doing them. So that's how I remind myself. I kind of look at it as like a grocery list, but instead of food, it's stuff that I need to do. So it can be like anything. It can be like a game that I've wanted to play, or maybe a song that I haven't finished, or maybe a school thing that I have to work on. It might be exercising or like a recipe that I want to try. There are times that I don't get to do all of the things that I put down on my notes. That's when I just leave it there for the next day. But for the most part, it works for me. If you guys don't really spend much time on your PC, I would suggest having like a notes app on your phone, or maybe like a widget to put down all of the things that you want to do for the following day, since I assume most people use their phones just as much as I do. Okay, number 2, exercise. Exercising has helped me a lot, mainly for my self-esteem and my productivity. I don't know how, but it does help. The work that I put in to making my body better translates to other stuff that I do, like school and work and music and playing games. It helps me appreciate more the dopamine hit that I get afterwards. The way I approach my exercise is I don't really do it intensive, so it doesn't really have to be intensive, at least for my case. I don't really go to the gym. I just do my workout at home. I do push-ups, I do squats, sit-ups, and I do planks. And I also do cardio. I go up and down our staircase up until I'm really tired and I time it. I usually do like 10 minutes, and then if that gets a little easier, then I'll just increase the time. It doesn't have to be immediate like that on how you guys do it. What I started to do when I was starting out, you can incorporate it in things that you like to do. So I'm not really much of a sports guy, but I do suggest if you are a big fan of basketball or volleyball or I don't know, badminton, you guys can incorporate your workout through there. Maybe be a little bit more active, because I've noticed that recently I've been just laying down on our sofa and scrolling, and that's not good. So what I've started to do is whenever I'm downstairs hanging out with my sister watching movies, I've just started squatting while we're watching My Hero Academia. Another thing that I also like to do is I like to walk. I like to go to malls and window shop. So I've started doing that a lot more often. I wouldn't really be spending money because I don't have the money to spend, but it does help to do your exercises in a context where you actually enjoy it. So for me, it's walking. So for there are times where I could when I'm commuting, I could take a jeepney to the place where I want to go, but I'd realize, oh, it's like a 15-minute walk, and I'm not really in a rush, so I'd rather just walk. And it makes me feel good. Oh, I did a 15-minute walk exercise, and that's how I try to look at it. And it helps a lot with my mental health and self-esteem, not just my body. And I like seeing my body look better. I do suggest you guys do like a before and after. It does help. It like motivates you to get that after product. Next is sleep. Okay, sleep is probably one of the more common problems, especially in my generation, with how phones are and how media consumption has become. So the reason I wanted to fix this is because I'm a very big fan of sunlight, and I don't like spending my days with a small amount of time with sunlight. If you guys can notice, I don't know if you guys can tell, but my room does not have any windows, and I like seeing the sun. That became my main motivation to sleep earlier and wake up earlier. Whenever I do manage to wake up early, my days feel a lot longer, and in turn I get to do more stuff, and I feel more fulfilled on that day. One of the hardest things to fix when you're trying to manage your sleep schedule is the time you fall asleep. So what I suggest and what I have been doing is I've been putting my phone a lot further from where I'm sleeping, so it's a lot harder to pick up while I'm trying to sleep. And I've also started counting. I don't know if it'll work for some of you guys, but if it does, tell me in the comments below. But what I've been doing is I've been counting from 1 to maybe 100,000, and I never really get there. And I usually just fall asleep in between before I get like around 20,000. My brain easily falls asleep when it's bored, and it gets I get really bored counting, and try to focus on the number as much as you can. My brain is very active. The reason why I find it hard to sleep at night is because I think about things constantly. Like, my brain does not stop. I usually think about movies or music or experiences. I remember people and I remember places, and I just think a lot, so it's hard for me to sleep. What helps me counteract that is to really focus my brain on big numbers, and big numbers make me bored, and me bored makes me sleepy. Hopefully that can help you guys as well when you're trying to fall asleep in the night. Number 4, scrolling. Scrolling takes up a lot of my time, at least, and I assume it takes up a lot of your time as well. Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok are the main culprits of this phenomenon. I stopped using my phone on very quick tasks, which is where it's very tempting to use them. So tasks like going to the bathroom to pee or to poop, or maybe when you're cooking, or maybe when you're cleaning. I've resorted more on YouTube videos. Whenever I'm going to the bathroom, I just don't bring my phone at all. Or at least I try not to. So whenever I'm eating, instead of like using TikTok to occupy my brain, I've been watching a lot of YouTube, and I've been watching mainly video essays on stuff that I like. So maybe it's video games, or maybe it's music, or maybe it's a movie that I've seen that I really like, or maybe it's a show. Hello everyone, this is currently editing Nims here. So here are a bunch of YouTubers that I have been watching that have long form content. I wanted to put a lot more people here, but of course I couldn't put a lot, so I have 2 people for music, 2 people for like games, 2 for like entertainment slash commentary, and then 2 for like more philosophical, educational, and historical type stuff. Enjoy. I've noticed that watching long form content compared to short form content is a lot more forgiving in letting you go, since short form content feels like, oh, it's just a quick 10 seconds and then we go next, compared to like maybe a 30-minute video of how video game levels work. That's a lot more fulfilling to me once I finish it. So once I finish that 30-minute video after while I'm eating, I'm done for that, and then I'll just go back to whatever I was doing before that. Number 5. Cleaning. Okay, so I feel like this is pretty straightforward and it might not be for everyone, but I do like cleaning my room. I like seeing my stuff organized. Other than cleaning, I also like organizing. So I like seeing all of my stuff like neatly put into an organized manner. I've recently just bought a bunch of these like little drawers from Miniso. It's helped me a lot to organize my stuff, and I like seeing them. They're really cute. So I put all of my stuff there, and I like displaying all the stuff that I've bought throughout the years of me actually making money. I've noticed as well that I am more productive whenever my room is clean, and this goes out to not just for my room but also my PC. I always like the idea of my PC being clean, so all of my files will be neatly stored in folders where I expect them to be. Granted that I'm not as consistent with this one as most of the other ones. Cleaning does get jarring whenever you're busy, especially coming home from a gig, and I'd be very tired, and I would just want to rest the following day for the whole day. But I've noticed that cleaning my room really does help me out with being able to do stuff that I want to, and it's also very fulfilling. There's this very big and satisfying dopamine hit that I get whenever I'm done cleaning, and then I'll shower after. Bonus number 6: do the things that you like and be with the people that you like. I'm not a very consistent person, so all of the things that I've mentioned, I constantly stop at some point, and then I pick it back up every once in a while, because with the way my schedule works, it's not very consistent. I would be fixing my sleep pattern, and I would just screw it up the next day. I'd be taking down notes for one whole week and then just stop. Because I wouldn't be at home at all. I would be doing my exercise daily, and then I'd stop for like a week, and then I'd be back to square one. My point is that I'm not a very consistent person, and you might not be that either. And what helps me stay happy is just doing the things that I like and hanging around people that like me and I like as well. I don't know where this video is going. Bye.